My name is Specialist Alicia Brewster. I am a combat journalist for the Massachusetts National Guard. I am currently working for Enterprise Rent-A-Car as well. I graduated from Framingham State University and Algonquin Regional High School. In deciding on this career, I had gone to Framingham State to start my bachelor's degree. And about 2 to 3 months into my degree, I realized that I couldn't make the payments for my loans. So I decided that it might be a good idea to look into the National Guard because they help pay for tuition and fees for any state schools. And after taking the ASVAB and seeing what jobs were available to me, I said that if I couldn't get this particular job, then I wasn't going to be enlisting. And they did make it so that I could get into this position. I chose this position because photography had always been something that I was passionate about. I did all of the photo classes while I was at Algonquin, and Miss Shepard really helped hone my skills and my passion for the subject. So I'd say the biggest one was enlisting in the first place, because I never thought that I would join the military. And then after my first enlistment, I decided to enlist for another 6 years, because once I was in, I realized that it's a great experience. I gained a lot of confidence in just even the first few months that I was in. And the amount of opportunities that have opened up for me since I've enlisted have been abundant. I've been able to travel to a bunch of places. We went to Puerto Rico last year for the after the hurricanes to assist with the relief efforts there. I will be on a trip to Africa during this presentation. We are going over there to assist in teaching public affairs to our African country allies. So just the amount of opportunities I've been able to experience from being in the National Guard has been incredible. So a typical day in the National Guard, we would come in, do PT in the morning, and then we would either go into training as in writing stories, writing cut lines, different ways to take photographs or shoot video. We also have days where we go straight out to a mission. Sometimes we go and do missions like the Boston Marathon or the 4th of July Esplanade in Boston, where we'll cover those events and produce products for the public.
Approximately 520 Massachusetts National Guard personnel endured the brutal weather in support of the 122nd Boston Marathon on April 16, 2018.
On East Main Street, there goes the women.
For the 65th Press Camp Headquarters, I am Specialist Alicia Brewster.
Just ignore the downpours and bring it home, because you finished.
So my educational background, I started Algonquin Regional High School. I did a lot of most of the photo classes that they have available there. From there, I went to Framingham State University for a criminology degree. So most of my job is on the basis of things that I learned at Algonquin in the photo classes, because if I had never taken those classes, I probably wouldn't have known that this is what I wanted to do. The military training that I went through for this job. First, you go through basic training, which everyone in the Army National Guard goes through. That gives you your basic soldiering skills. From there, you go to school specific to your job. So mine was 27 weeks. I went down to Fort Meade, Maryland, and I did 3.5 months of photography training and then 3.5 months of videography training. So I learned pretty much everything there is to know about each one so that I can do it on a daily basis for anything that's thrown at me. So I maintain my work-life balance because the National Guard is part-time. It's 1 week in a month and typically 2 weeks a year. I do maintain a full-time career with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and I have been able to not only do both, but purchase my own home because I'm able to do both. Unless you want it to be a full-time thing. The proudest professional achievement I have experienced so far, when we were in Puerto Rico and doing media coverage down there, most, if not all, of my pieces that I worked on were picked up by national and international news sources. So my products basically were everywhere. And not a lot of people can say that, and it was a great experience. The best advice I would give students starting today would be that no matter what you think you can't do, you can do it. If you put the effort in, you can get there. All it takes is for you to believe in yourself.
So just to go over some of the basics of the video kit that we have. We have things for doing interviews, so using like a lavalier mic, which would go onto someone's collar. That way you don't have a microphone sticking into somebody's face when you're interviewing them. The most important thing is the camera itself. It shoots in 4K if we want to go up that high, which is the highest quality you can shoot in at the moment. We do have the cords in order to do like on-site interviews. And every kit comes with a laptop for editing, all the software. With every kit, you get a light kit so that for interviews, you can go ahead and set this up on top of your camera in order to fill in shadows so that it makes the person look better. You do get external hard drives so that you can upload while you're out in the field. And that way, it's easier to make sure you have enough content on your memory cards while you're shooting. And you get headphones so that you can edit in the field. And those are the basics of the video editing kit. So this is the basic still kit, so it's for still photography. Some of the things that we have in this kit, we have the microphone, so when you are doing interviews, you can just hold this up, it records everything that you're talking about. We do have another external hard drive. We have multiple memory cards in order for shooting. We have the camera body itself. We use the Canon 7D. And we have 4 lenses. We have a telephoto lens, a normal lens, and a wide-angle lens. So the telephoto lens right here is a 70 to 200 millimeter. Our wide angle is 24 to 105 millimeter. And then our normal lens is going to be our wide angle. The last one was the normal. This is 16 to 35. Each kit comes with some headphones. That way if you're doing interviews, you can hear what everybody's saying if it is in a loud area. And then every kit comes with a laptop in order to edit the photos in the field.